Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Friday, October 28th, 2022. Good morning. I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin with Night 1 of New Japan Pro Wrestling's Rumble on 44th Street event, broadcast live on pay-per-view last night from the Palladium Times Square before a sellout crowd of 1,005 fans. The main event featured a surprise appearance by Eddie Kingston of AEW, as well as AEW World Champion Jon Moxley.
I'll tell you folks, this man right here was not advertised, and this has to be the surprise of the night. The Death Rider in NYC.
Moxley and Kingston joined with Amazing Red, NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion Homicide, Yo, and Kazuchika Okada to defeat IWGP World Champion Jay White, El Phantasmo, Juice Robinson, Filthy Tom Lawler, Jarrell Nelson, and Royce Isaacs in an elimination tag team match. The two world champions finished out the match with AEW champ Moxley last eliminating IWGP champ White with an assist from Kingston to score the victory for his team.
There's that snap half and half. And another!
And that time he may have stunned Jon Moxley.
I'm looking at the back of your screen there. Let's not forget, still in this matchup. I think I might have even forgotten myself for a moment.
Back fist to the future!
Death Rider! Oh, and a colorful language there from the Mad King. And the elimination! And that's it!
Former ROH World Champion Jonathan Gresham made a surprise appearance following Fred Rosser's victory over Crowbar, answering Rosser's open challenge for a match tonight on the main card of Rumble on 44th Street. In other results, former IWGP World Champion Shingo Takagi defeated Jake Something, Aussie Open defeated the Maximos, Minoru Suzuki pinned Tracy Williams, Speedball Mike Bailey won a four-way match over Mascara Dorada, Smiley, and Mighty Monte, and Kevin Knight in the DKC defeated the Forever Hooligans. The show was an added attraction put on by New Japan after the originally advertised main card taking place tonight sold out. It marked the first time New Japan has run in New York City since the Fighting Spirit Unleashed event in September 2019, and only the third time in the company's history, the first being the G1 Supercard in April of 2019 at Madison Square Garden. In ratings news, AEW Dynamite Live Wednesday night on TBS from the Chartway Arena in Norfolk, Virginia came close to breaking 1 million viewers. That's according to Showbuzz Daily. The episode drew an average viewership of 997,000, up 32.58% from the 752,000 who tuned in last week, when Dynamite was preempted to Tuesday night due to postseason baseball. Last week's episode also saw Dynamite go head-to-head with NXT on the USA Network. The rating in the key 18 to 49-year-old demographic was also significantly higher, coming in at .32, which is 23.07% improvement from last week's .26, according to WrestleNomics. Dynamite came in at number 5 for the evening on cable TV in the key demo, up from number 8 last week. The episode was up 5.95% in total viewership from the same week in 2021, while key demo ratings were down 20%. In injury news, an update on the Laredo Kid, who suffered what was reported to be a ruptured intestine during his match with AAA champion El Hijo del Vikingo in Monterrey, Mexico on Sunday night. The luchador took to Instagram yesterday to keep his fans abreast of his recovery, reporting that his doctors are keeping him under observation for 2 more days before deciding on whether or not to send him home. He also indicated in his update that his intestines were once again showing signs of normal function and that he is in stable condition. Laredo Kid has been in the hospital recovering since undergoing abdominal surgery Monday morning to repair the injury. There is no time frame for his return to action, but he's reportedly been told to refrain from all strenuous activity for at least 2 months. Impact Wrestling issued a statement wishing Laredo Kid a speedy recovery. Laredo recently worked a TV taping for Impact, participating in the tournament to crown a new X Division champion. His first round match with Black Taurus from that taping aired last night on Impact's YouTube show, Before Impact. In other New Japan news, Evil and Zack Sabre Jr. made it into the semifinals of the New Japan Pro Wrestling World TV title tournament yesterday at the latest installment of Battle Autumn 2022 from Korakuen Hall in Tokyo. Evil defeated Yoshihashi in 9 minutes 48 seconds in his quarterfinal match to advance, while Zack Sabre Jr. defeated David Finlay in 13 minutes and 3 seconds. The semifinal match between Evil and Sabre Jr. will take place November 5th. The other semifinal match in the tournament will be determined by the two other quarterfinal matches, Kenta against Sonata and Toru Yano against Ren Narita, both scheduled for October 30th. The finals to determine the first ever New Japan World Television Champion will take place at Wrestle Kingdom 17 on January 4th. In Impact Wrestling results, Trey Miguel advanced in the X Division title tournament on last night's episode, pinning Alan Angels after the Lightning Spiral in a match taped last Friday night at Sam's Town Live in Las Vegas.
Once again, going for that clubbing blow.
Oh, there's that kick.
There's the boot.
Lightning spiral onto the neck. Here's the cover. Miguel's moving on to the tournament.
In the next round, Miguel will face the winner of Mike Bailey versus Kenny King, which airs on next week's show. In other results, the main event featured Mickie James, Taylor Wilde, and Knockouts champion Jordan Grace defeating Deonna Purrazzo, Chelsea Green, and Giselle Shaw when James pinned Green following a DDT. Green is currently a free agent, with her as-yet unaired last match with Impact Wrestling taking place at last Saturday's TV taping. In women's wrestling news, Pro Wrestling Illustrated revealed yesterday that World of Stardom champion Syuri came in at number 1 in its annual Women's 150 list, featured in the forthcoming January 2023 issue of the magazine. This is the first time in the 14-year history of the women's list that a Joshi wrestler has garnered the top spot, and the first time since 2013 that a non-WWE wrestler has done so. Rounding out the remainder of the top 10 as revealed online are, in order, Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair, AEW Women's Champion Thunder Rosa, Becky Lynch, TBS Champion Jade Cargill, Impact Knockouts Champion Jordan Grace, Wonder of Stardom Champion Saya Kamitani, Charlotte Flair, Artist of Stardom Champion Starlight Kid, and Taya Valkyrie, the AAA Reina de Reinas Champion and MLW Featherweight Champion. Female competitors were judged by PWI's selection committee based on an evaluation period stretching from October 1st, 2021 to September 15th, 2022. The criteria given include in-ring achievement, influence on the sport or promotion, technical ability, and quality of competition. In the interest of transparency, we note that the Wrestling News' Brian Solomon is a member of the staff at PWI. In news from outside the ring, Mercedes Varnado and Trinity Fatu, previously known in WWE as Sasha Banks and Naomi, attended the official movie premiere of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever Wednesday night at the El Capitan Theater in Hollywood, along with current WWE stars Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, Big E, and Fatu's husband Jimmy Uso. In coverage of the red carpet premiere, Cosmopolitan ranked Fatu as the 12th best-dressed celebrity at the event. Varnado and Fatu have not been seen in WWE since they walked out of the company and vacated their Women's Tag Team Championship last May. And in another WWE Outside the Ring appearance, Liv Morgan, real name Gianna Jean Daddio, made a cameo appearance on the Chucky horror TV series Wednesday night on Sci-Fi and USA Network using her WWE persona. During a fictitious talk show segment, Morgan's character made a guest appearance in which she was stabbed to death by the evil animated doll. Morgan revealed earlier this year in a TV Insider interview that she had been petitioning for a chance to be a victim on the show, which airs on the same network as Monday Night Raw and NXT. The appearance comes from a cross-promotion involving Chucky appearing on NXT leading up to and including the Halloween Havoc Premium Live event. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the Wrestling News 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, Follow the wrestling news across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the wrestling news. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.